Hi everyone and welcome to Brick Arena. Now it's been a little while since I did a Lego haul for you guys, and that's because I've eased off on spending in recent months, partly because there's not been a great deal of deals out there to be had, and partly because I've got such a backlog on the Bricklink store with sets needing to be parted out. I really needed to get some of that down before I could buy any more sets. But there's been a few interesting new releases or gifts, etc., that have been floating around lately that I thought it's about time I started to pick up a few more items. Plus, the odd sprinkling of a deal here and there means I also picked up a few other items along the way. So let's see what I've been getting my hands on. So first up is a order from Lego Shop at Home, and this came just this week, and a lot of you will have probably heard or seen of this this little beauty, and this is set 40334. This is the Avengers Tower, and it's a free gift with a spend on Marvel Lego, and I think you've got to spend, I think it was £75 was the amount that you had to get through. It's a nice looking set, and made me think, you know, what do I want to buy in order to get one of these? So I had a little look online to see what there was, and I picked up this little set. This is 76105. And this is the Hulkbuster Ultron edition. They don't actually say it's a UCS or anything on here, but it's kind of that UCS feel. It's a really big model. You get the one minifigure with it as well, and it's a really good display piece, I think. So this is something that I wanted for a while. Was really looking to probably get it on a deal, on a discount, somewhere along the way, and I decided that instead of taking the discount this time, I'll cash in on the freebie, so to speak. So I thought I'd pick up that. Now, the other little offer that they had on this week was if you bought Marvel Lego, and I think this was a £35 purchase, you got this art print. Now, I've got to say, I've had a few sort of posters and things in the past, particularly from the Star Wars stuff. And I've got to say, this is a particularly nice poster here. Largely, not just because of the print. The print's, you know, quite nice in itself and is very similar artwork to some of the comics that they were putting out with some of the superhero sets a year or two back. But just because of the quality of it, the paper or cardstock, whatever it is, it's got a really nice texture to it, and it's a really nice art print that I'd recommend you picking up if you get the opportunity. So let me just put these down a second and see what else we've been picking up. So we've got another pretty large box here. Now this one is not another lot of Marvel sets. This one is from a couple of weeks back, and this was for one of the Star Wars deals. Now there's a freebie on Star Wars a couple of weeks back, which is, you know, clever marketing from Lego, really, because, you know, they get you to spend your money on Star Wars a few weeks ahead of May the 4th, when everybody's typically going to want to be spending money on Lego again, and other offers. But I picked up this set. This is 75221, the Imperial landing craft, and there's some nice figures in here. I struggle a bit with some of the Star Wars stuff because some of it doesn't interest me, especially at the higher price points. But there's a reason that I bought that particular set, and that was to get this. So, you know, these freebies end up costing me quite a bit of money, to be honest. Now, this looked a really nice freebie. It's advertised as a, I don't know, a Star Wars set that contains 5 individual pieces, and they don't really describe what those pieces are, and I think there are stories out there of there being different things in different people's boxes. I think what I got is pretty common with what most people actually got, so let me show you what that was. In here was a DJ polybag, 40298, and anyone who knows me and may have watched my videos knows I've probably got about 20 of these in my store, so wasn't so thrilled with that particular one. This is a little more interesting. This is 40268. This is the R3M2, and have got 1 or 2 of these as well, but this is quite nice to have. Now, thirdly, was this little set. Now, this is, can't even see the number on that one, but this is the Rebel A-Wing pilot, and again, I think I've got 1 or 2 of those, but I'm happy enough to get that one. And then the 4th item was the Darth Vader Pod that was out a little while ago. Again, can't see the number on that, but again, not bad. I've got 1 or 2 of those, but worth having. And remember, all of these are freebies, you know, for just buying the set that I just showed you. And lastly, I got this. This is a Finn keyring, which, yeah, it's okay. I'd rather have had another poly bag, but hey, who's going to complain? So 5 nice little items in there in that Star Wars giveaway. And I thought it was worth picking up, even just for resale, if you can sell some of those polys for, I don't know, £5 at a time or something, then it's very worthwhile. So what else did I get in this particular batch? Picked up a couple more brickheads, so 40273. I'll stack these properly in a minute. 40350. And I think I had to buy something else on Star Wars to just push me over the limit for the freebie. So this is 75223. This is the Naboo Starfighter Microfighter, and I quite like the look of this one, and a cute little minifigure in it as well. So I thought that was worth picking up. And also picking up another freebie at the same time, and this is one of the things to watch out for. Try and double up on the freebies that are on offer at the time. This is the pod for the Easter chick, which was a kind of recolored version of the chicken suit guy that was out a year or so ago. The other thing that you got at the time, of course, was a Star Wars entry to unique code for a Platinum R2-D2. So I'm not going to show that too much because there's a code on the back of there, although to be honest it's being used, so not much good to you, I don't think. Now let's see what else we've been getting our hands on. A couple more things in here. Now this one was from this week, and this is another of the Marvel sets. This is 76124, the War Machine Buster, and you can probably guess why I bought that, and that was to get another one of these, which I thought would be worthwhile either as a second set for myself or possibly for resale. Not sure about that yet. And of course another copy of the art print as well. Now you might be wondering how I managed to get this and the art print just for the War Machine Buster. I didn't. There's another item that I had to buy at the time that's on back order, so that's not been delivered just yet, and I needed that to push me over the amount needed for the freebie. Next up is this nice little set. This is Ideas Set 213 1/6. It's the Flintstones, and a nice little set. Not quite as nice as I thought it might have been when I first saw it on Ideas, but still a very nice set. Little bit, possibly a little bit overpriced. I think it was about £55, but well worth having, and happy to get my hands on that. Now, in addition to that, I picked up this. This is 76114, and this was on sale a week or two ago on Amazon for about £22, which for those of you who watch this price, I think normal retail's about 35, 36, something like that. £22 was a really good buy on that particular one. Also picked up another, and Amazon were only letting you pick up 2 of those. So I picked the 2 up anyway, and hope to get a couple more as you know, as deals materialize. And at the same time, I picked up this. This is 41366, a friend set. This was about £12, I think, which was a good price for this set, I thought. And checking out the part out value was pretty good, so picked up that. And another one of those. Again, just thought those were good value for part out for the store. Now, in addition to that, in my local Sainsbury's recently, they were selling off some of these Jurassic World sets. This is the Pteranodon Chase, and these were half price. So I want to say these were either £10 or £12, whatever the half of whatever the normal retail is on those at least. So picked up a couple of those, and I really need to organise this a little bit better in a second. Also at the same time from Sainsbury's, picked up 10757. This is a juniors set, but nice because it's got the dinosaur there, and you know, good to have for part out, and dinosaurs always sell well. And a couple more of the same set there as well. Picked up 3 of those, so worth having. And also at the same time, I picked up some of these. This is 10760, and this is the Underminer Juniors set again for the Incredibles 2. And this was I've picked up, if you've seen some of my hauls before, I've probably picked up about, I don't know, 10 or more of these in the past, and they're not a bad seller at all. You know, there's some good minifigures in there, and really popular minifigures, and some of the other parts are really nice as well. So picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 of those sets, which again are quite nice for part out. And then this week in my local Tesco, saw this set 70827, and I'd seen this a little while ago on Amazon for I think £16.50, and I meant to buy it and didn't, and I kind of regretted not buying it, and saw this in Tesco for the same price, £16.50. So I thought that was a really good price, and so I decided to buy a few more of those for part out. Not great minifigures in it, to be honest. There's only 2 minifigures in the whole set. You get Emmett and you get the Warrior Wild Style. But this also converts to add on to this other set 70829, and it builds a sort of a combined model with the vehicle there. So I thought I'll get myself one to add to the vehicle when I buy the vehicle. Haven't got it yet, and I get one to build on its own, and the rest are for part out. Now, next up was this set again from Tesco. 70651, and to be honest, this wasn't an amazing deal. There was only about £3 off this, but I bought it anyway because I really like the minifigures in there. So that's just a nice little set for myself, just because, as I say, really quite like the minifigures on that. Some more things. Picked up one of these, 75225, again in Tesco. This was about £9, which again, not an amazing price, but just picked these up because I really like the look of these figures and they'd be cool for the collection. And another Brickhead, 40272. This is the Witch, just to add to the collection. Not, you know, the biggest fan of that particular one, but interesting to have in the collection nonetheless. Also picked up this 70824. These were on sale in Tesco for £9, which was, I think, 50% off, and they were a really good part out actually. You know, just for the general mayhem, were selling well in, you know, eBay and other channels. So I thought that was worth picking up, and picked up, I think, 3 or 4 of those, but they're gone now. Now, in addition, picked up one of these books off eBay. This is the 2012 Lego minifigure catalogue. And I try and pick these up from time to time when I see them, because, you know, they've got a nice catalogue of all of the various minifigures that came out that year. And you get, you know, a front and back view, and you see, you know, if they've got 2 faces, then you get to see both sides. So they were good. Now, next up, I've got to give a shout out to a contact on Instagram. I won't give his name just so he doesn't get inundated necessarily for his kindness. But he was really generous in reaching out to me, saying he had some spares of these 2 sets, 1031 and 1033, and you know, they're educational. No Lego bricks inside. Not the most thrilling sets, but very nice to have for the collection nonetheless. And I really appreciate him getting in touch and offering to send them. Very kind of him, and paid postage, everything. A great guy. Now, a few more things on the smaller end of the scale. 40299. This is the Kessel Mineworker. Nice addition to the Star Wars collection. I was in the Blue Water store a few weeks ago, and they had tons of these, all for sale individually. I think they were either £4.50 or £5, and I very nearly, you know, bought a few of them. But to be honest, at them prices, I don't think there's anything in the for margin for selling, so didn't bother with those. 30529, nice little Lego Movie 2 set with Emmett. Quite nice to have and add to the collection. And this is a really nice one. Really pleased with this. This is 30614, and this is Lex Luthor. And this was on sale on eBay for a really ridiculous price, I think, of about £3.80 or something, which I thought was brilliant. You know, £3.80 delivered as well. Really pleased to have that in the collection. Also got this as a freebie recently when in the Lego store making a few purchases, 30408. This is the tulips flower set from Friends. And then next up is this. And this is doesn't have a number on it, but this is a new one in the range of the extra poly bags that Lego have started doing, where they're kind of themed extras, extra parts that you can use for your builds, for your city, whatever. And this is nice because it's a range of stickers that you can apply to your bricks that you're putting into your city. And there's 5 different sheets on here. I don't know if you guys can see any of this sort of detail here, but there's tons and tons of nice stickers in there. You get a few parts as well to add the stickers to, so sort of shop windows and signs and what have you. So I picked that up. I think that was about £5 or something. So not bad value. I mean, you know, the stickers are really useful, and they really make the city kind of come alive. Also, at the same time, picked up a pick-a-brick cup. Nothing amazing, to be honest, on the pick-a-brick wall, which is why I've just got a mixed set of bricks that I thought were kind of useful for myself. So that's it for the haul. Some nice sets there, I think, and some nice freebies in particular. Really pleased with the Avengers Tower. And with the Star Wars freebie with the 5 items in the mystery box, I thought that was quite a nice free gift. A few decent deals, but nothing to go crazy about at the moment. And as I said, I'm kind of easing off a little bit because I really need to get stuff parted out and into the store. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this kind of content, or if you want to see the odd tips on running a Bricklink store, then you know, you'll see some of this kind of tutorial or advice type videos around Bricklink. So that's it for now. Speak to you all in the next video. Bye for now.